Dana Dana Murata Dana Dana Murata Krishna Murari Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama Ram Rama Hare Hare
Bolo. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Ram Rama Hare Hare
Bolo. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare
Bolo. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare Hare
Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama Hare Hare
Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Hare Ram Hare Hare
Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Hare Ram Hare Hare
Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Hare Ram Hare Hare
Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Hare Ram Hare Hare
Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Hare Ram Hare Hare
Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Hare Ram
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama Hare Ram, Ram Ram Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama Hare Ram, Ram Ram Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama Hare Ram, Ram Ram Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama Hare Ram, Ram Ram
Bolo.
Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama Hare Ram, Ram Ram Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama Hare Ram, Ram Ram Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama Hare Ram, Ram Ram Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama Hare Ram, Ram Ram Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama Hare Ram, Ram Ram Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama Hare Ram, Ram Ram Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama Hare Ram, Ram Ram Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama Hare Ram, Ram Ram Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama Hare Ram, Ram Ram Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama Hare Ram, Ram Ram Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama Hare Ram, Ram Ram Hare Hare.
Sare Gama Pada Ni Sa Sa Ni Da Pa Ma Ga Re Sa.
Hare Krishna
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare,
Hare Rama Hare Ram,
Ram Ram
Hare Hare.
Sare Gare Gama Pa Ma Ga Re Sa.
Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama Hare Ram, Ram Ram Hare Hare.
Gama Pa. Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama Hare Ram, Ram Ram Hare Hare. Gagare Sa.
Gagare sa.
Ni Da Pa.
Ni da pa.
Gagare Sa. Ni Da Pa Ma Ga Re Sa. Gama Pada Ni Sa Sa.
Gama pada ni sa sa.
Gama Pada Ni Sa Sa.
Gama pada ni sa sa.
Dana Murata.
Dana murata.
Dana Murata.
Dana murata.
Dana Murata. Krishna Murari. Hari Bol, Bhairav.
Hari Bol, Krishna Murari. So nice to see you. Thank you for joining us.
Hari Bol. This is a perfect rag for today, for how I'm feeling anyway, because is Mugsy there on Zoom?
Maxi.
Is Mugsy there on Zoom to be let in or no?
Oh, sorry.
Is someone there?
No.
Okay, sorry, I thought I saw an extra. So Bhairav, this is Bhairav Raga, and one of the qualities of Bhairav is fearlessness, and also just being protected. So there are some days we're in the material world, right? And there are some days where it kind of feels like you're fending off different things, adhyatmic, adhibautic, adhidaivik, miseries maybe from your own mind and body, although that wasn't there today for me, but maybe from other living entities or from, the forces of nature. There are some days that feel a little bit more challenging than others. And
This is the rag for it.
well, in many ways, and this is the melody as well, the song for it, because this melody is taken from a song called Dana 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 Murata Krishna Murari. So it's about Krishna Murari being the protector and the protector from all these things that cause you grief. So when we meditate on and rest in the hands of God, then in many ways let the calamities come. It's all good. We can just handle them, or we understand that we can remain equipoised and not let it affect us. The rasa of Bhairav Raga is a shanta rasa, or peacefulness. And the presiding deity of Bhairav Raga is a very fearsome form of Lord Shiva. So Bhairavi is the goddess Raag. She's the consort to Bhairav. And in the same way that Bhairavi is also Mahakali, so Bhairav is Kala Bhairav. And so you can start showing some pictures of Bhairav. Thanks so much. So Bhairav his mount is a dog, and he's very fearsome. He has skulls around his neck, and he has his trishul, his danda, and he has his drum. And also, don't want to freak you out, he's also carrying the head of Lord Brahma as well, because there's a pastime where Brahma was kind of feeling a little bit puffed up. He's like, I have 5 heads, Shiva's got 5 heads. We're practically the same person. I'm practically Shiva, And he also started kind of stepping on Shiva's toes a little bit and started doing things that are in the domain of Shiva. And so Shiva picked a hair from his head and threw it, and this became Kala Bhairav, and chopped off one of Brahma's heads. And so Brahma was like, oh, I guess I'm not equal. And so Brahma actually sort of had a bit of a check, and it also helped him on his spiritual path as well. And so Bhairav is a fearsome form of Shiva, and as we know, Shiva is Ashutosh. He's easily pleased. He's also easily angered, but he's easily pleased. And puja to Shiva, he loves red flowers, and he loves whole coconuts, black sesame seeds, and sindoor or kumkum. And what else does he like? Trying to think of the things he likes. And so he likes to be worshipped, and it's actually said the best time for worshipping Bhairav and Bhairavi is midnight on a Friday night. So if you haven't got anything on this Friday night at midnight, you could do puja to Bhairav and Bhairavi, and they say they're most likely to give their darshan at midnight. And what I love about this rag and the idea of fearsomeness, so maha Kala Bhairav, his mood is, he's fearsome, but what he gives is fearlessness. So he's sort of known as the protector and the kotwal, sort of the policeman, if you like. And in turn, that makes the devotees fearless. And what I love about this bandish, or this song, in Bhairav, even though it's Krishna Leela, it's Dana Dana Murata Krishna Murari, it talks about him being Bansidara and holding the flute, is that it's also looking at Krishna's pastimes in the mood of, don't worry, Krishna's got you, you know. He vanquished the Mura, Daitya, and so he's also there to protect us. So it's Krishna in his sort of protecting form. And so those two moods, those two pastimes kind of match each other, that fearlessness thread. And sometimes you need a little fearlessness in your day to get through it. So Bhairav, also known as Adi Raga, or the first Raag, and there is some dispute among musicians who created Bhairav. Was it Lord Shiva or was it Surya, the sun god? But I was always taught that it was created by Lord Shiva. And it is also in the first prahara of the day, so at sunrise, or in the Vaishnava tradition in the Brahma Muhurta hour, or an hour and 36 minutes prior to sunrise. And some people think it sounds Middle Eastern, but actually there's a lot of distinctions that make it not Middle Eastern. The vakras, or the zigzagging, is very much classical Indian and not Middle Eastern. So what makes it unique is the two komal of flat notes of re and da. So also the vadi, the main prominent note, is da, komal da, or flat da. And then the samvadi, the second most prominent note, is komal re, or flat re. And so I'll just play that.
Let's do it slowly so you can follow me as well.
Sa re ga ma pa da ni sa ni da pa ma ga re sa. We'll do it again, but just note that on re and da, we like to oscillate a little and give it that underlan. Sa re ga ma pa da ni sa ni da pa ma ga re sa. Let's do akar or a.
And you can read the sargam on the screen in case you want to just follow with the sargam as well. Let's do the sargam one more time.
Sa re ga ma pa da ni sa ni da pa ma ga re sa. So the jati is sampurna, sampurna. There are 7 notes going up and 7 notes coming down. All the notes in the octave are expressed. The mood, or the rasa, is, as I said, shanta rasa, but it has an ascetic mood to it. And I'm always told that the risk here with this rag is because it's quite, it's got personality, let's say. But the risk here is to be over melodramatic with it. So it said, be expressive, but don't be over melodramatic, because it can go there quickly.
Because is in itself is already
In
very
itself,
dramatic.
it's dramatic, yes. But considering that the rasa is shanta rasa, the idea is it's meant to bring you to peacefulness. It's sort of when Shiva is meditating in a dark cave and then the first rays of dawn come through, and that's the mood. This is what's going, Bhairav is what's going through Shiva's mind. So it's deep and it's meditative. It's not melodramatic and full of drama. So if there's that subtle difference, yeah?
Yes. And for today, if you have your karatalas with you, this is in 4/4. That means 4 beats, and we are doing 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3,
close,
4. 1,
open.
2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2.
So it's that
close,
ching, ching,
close,
ching.
open. Close,
But
open.
the open is on the 1. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2.
3, 4, 1, 2. So 2 is silent.
Muy bien. And so yeah, with kirtan, you sing it and you sing it heartfelt, and you know, if you make a mistake, you just keep singing. The practice is the perfection, not the perfection itself. And if you render it perfectly, yay. But if you don't, you keep practicing. So that's what's so beautiful about this, is that the practice, the journey is the destination.
That's right.
So yeah, let's sing it again, but let's sing it now with this mood of invoking, this mood of fearlessness, but not in a sense that that you personally or I'm personally going to slay everyone. It's more just that, what's the worry? Everything is sort of a bit Bob Marley. Everything's going to be all right. We are protected. You know what I mean? We are protected. Nobody lives forever. You know, there is an end to everything, and we just need to relax into whatever's going on. Breathe and just know that you got this. Krishna's got you.
Everything's gonna be okay.
Every little thing's going to be all right, right?
Yes.
I just got my harmonium tuned yesterday, and
Shout out to Yananda.
oh, okay, I was just about to say that 2 notes are flat now.
Well, it goes change of weather, I would say.
Okay, you're very nice, but the funny thing is that the Vadi, or the most prominent note, is Komal Da, and guess what?
That is
Da's
flat
causing
now.
me grief right now. So, what can you do? You just have to play through it,
You
right?
need to keep playing.
Gives it the village feel, right? Okay. So invoking Shantaras, the mood of peacefulness, asking Bhairav, who is easily pleased, to also bless us with peacefulness, and also a prayer to Krishna Murari, asking, you know, for his blessings and protection. So if you want to sing along when we sing the chorus, it's Dana Dana Murata Krishna Murari.
Repeat after me. Dana Dana
Murata
Murata
Krishna Murari.
Krishna Murari.
Dana Dana Murata Krishna Murari. Dana Dana Murata Krishna Murari. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna,
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare,
Hare Rama, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare.
Hare
Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Ram Ram Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Ram Ram Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Ram Ram Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Ram Ram Hare Hare
Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Ram Ram Hare Hare
Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Ram Ram Hare Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna Hare
Krishna
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare
Bolo. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Ram Ram Hare Hare
Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Ram Ram Hare Hare
Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Ram Ram Hare Hare
Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Ram Ram Hare Hare
Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Ram Ram Hare Hare
Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Ram Ram Hare Hare
Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Ram Ram Hare Hare
Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Ram Ram Hare Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
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 Dana Dana Murata Krishna Murari.
Dana Dana Murata Krishna Murari.
Krishna,
Krishna,
Rama,
Rama,
Dana Dana Murata Krishna Murari.
Dana Dana Murata Krishna Murari.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare
Bolo.
Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare.
Sare Gama Pada Nisa Sani Da Pa Ma Ga Re Sa.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare.
Sare Gare Gama Pa Ma Ga Re Sa.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare.
Gama Gare Gama Datta Pa Ma Gama Ga Re Sa.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare.
Gagare Gagare Sa.
Gagare sa,
Nini Da Pa.
Nini da pa,
Gagare Gagare Sa.
Ni da pa,
Ma Ga Re Sa. Gama Pada Ni Sa Sa.
Gama pada ni sa sa,
Gama Pada Ni Sa Sa.
Gama pada ni sa sa.
Dana Dana Murata.
Dana Dana Murata,
Dana Dana Murata.
Dana Dana Murata.
Krishna Murari.
Krishna Murari ki
Krishna
jai.
Murari, Krishna Murari, Krishna Murari, Krishna Murari, Krishna Murari, Krishna Murari. There's so many versions of this. It's so beautiful.
Yes, so beautiful, so beautiful. Thank you for singing with us. I love to see you singing. It's so inspiring. For all of you who are on Facebook or YouTube, you are welcome to join us on Zoom with our beautiful community. Just email us at Krishna Kirtan Music. Let me put the email right there on
At
the screen.
Gmail.
At gmail.com. Thank you.
And
Oh,
so today is
nice.
actually a special. Oh no, today's not. I'm sure every day is special. But on this coming, I think how many days? 1, 2, 3. Hold on. Yeah, in 3 days is the appearance day of Sri Ramanujacharya.
You can look at him on the screen.
And we have some pictures of him. He's a very important Vaishnav saint, and he was born in 1017, so the 11th century. And he actually lived for 120 years. He passed in 1137, and he was a proponent of the Sri Vaishnavism, and he's very popular in Tamil Nadu. There's actually there's a statue of him here, and he really taught that there is a God, and there is the individual spirit souls, and he taught that they are God is infinite and the spirit souls are infinitesimal. So they're similar, but they're not exactly the same. Whereas the monists were teaching that it's all one, and he taught that actually it was it's not all one, that there is God and then there is the spirit soul as well. So he's a very prominent Vaishnava that was a proponent of personalism, and there are many Sri Vaishnavas in South India and Tamil Nadu, and this is actually the second biggest sitting statue in the world. I think the biggest one is in China somewhere. So
beautiful.
He was an important scholar, and actually just before he went into Samadhi, he gave a discourse, and he told his followers to never make an offense to a sadhu, and to always chant the holy names of God, and to be very careful of the villains of lust and anger and ego, because they will kill your bhakti. And he was a huge proponent of bhakti yoga.
So sweet.
So that's his appearance day in a few days. So if you want to join us each week at 7 p.m. Sydney, Australia time, and that is right now in Europe that's 11 a.m. and in the UK that's 10 a.m. Not quite sure what time it is elsewhere, but
yes, just mark your calendar for 7 p.m. Sydney or 7 p.m. Los Angeles on a Wednesday.
Yeah.
Yes.
And sorry we're ending a bit sooner today. I need to fix a note on the harmonium.
It's throwing you up.
Well,
Oh,
it's
so
just,
sweet.
it's there. It's
So
there.
But it was so beautiful. And once again, if you like to listen to all of these recordings, we have them for free on youtube.com/c/Krishna Kirtan Music. It is such an honor to do this every week and share with you multiple tastes of the Maha Mantra for you to enjoy at any time, 24/7. Right there, the playlist is for you. And once again, for those of you on Zoom, we want to invite you to stick around so we can go over any questions that you may have about the pastimes, the ragas, or the celebrations coming up this week. And for those of you on Facebook and on YouTube, thank you for joining us. Thank you for watching. If you like to support what we do, we welcome your support. Let me give you the link. It is paypal.me/Krishna Kirtan Music and patreon.com/Krishna Kirtan Music as well. And yes, please put your Kirtan alarm for next week at 7 p.m. Sydney or 7 p.m. Los Angeles on a Wednesday.
Times.
Yes, thank you very much. Signing out. Hare Krishna.